Hello, welcome to the Southern Virginia Homestead. You're watching World Without Rule of Law. Another absolutely beautiful day in Southern Virginia. So today, I'm just working in the food forest, moving forward. I just want to show you this. I built that arch the other day. You know, I talked about last week, I did a video. Well, it could have been the week before. It was only a 2-minute video. And I was mowing across the street at my neighbor's house. And he's been a really, really good neighbor to us. Probably really the only neighbor I have within spitting distance. And I just want to try to be a blessing. He's older, he was busy, he's got some property downtown he's trying to put on the market, so he's been busy down there painting and doing some stuff. So I figured, you know what? I'm just going to go over and I'm going to mow his lawn for him. And I wasn't expecting anything. I'm just trying to be a good neighbor. And I think I said something in the video like, you know, you want to have a good neighbor, you got to be a good neighbor. And so I was just trying to live that, and came back in the form of a blessing. Because when I was done, I ended up the next day talking to him, and he points to this pile of locust posts. They're all varying lengths, roughly around 7 feet. And he says, you got any use for these? They've been sitting here. They're sitting on a pallet covered up. And I said, well, I certainly do. And I built that, and I've got a million other ideas for him. If that was a blessing, and I'm not going to say that I wouldn't have got that if I didn't mow his lawn, but you see how those things tie together. You want to be a blessing to others, and then God blesses you for that in return. So today I did some planting. Well, I did some planting yesterday and today. This over here I did yesterday. Down and back in the garden, can't really see it from here. I planted some beans and some different things, yellow squash, and here I've got some tomato, these are peppers. I got some cayenne, some sweet peppers, some bell peppers, some jalapeno peppers. We've got some tomatoes over here. These are Roma tomatoes. And these were given to me by a brother. I've got propagating out some berries. I know I showed you these before. They're doing pretty good. And actually a couple of them are earmarked for the guy that gave me the tomatoes. And then I got some friends that are moving into the area next month from up north, and I'm gonna give them some elderberry and some blackberry and get their perennial groove going. And so, you know, this is all part of fellowship and building community, and you know, you try to be a blessing to others, as I said, and then it comes back usually in the form of a blessing for you. And again, that's not why we do it, but it just seems to be the way God works. And I think that's awesome. God is awesome. Now over here, these I planted, well, the asparagus and those I know I showed you before, but I planted some, when I built this, I had put some grapes. I had these sitting in pots for 2 years. They were in cups, and then I was home last year for a month. I up potted them to gallon pots, 5 grape plants. 1 Concord and 4, I don't know, I think muscadine or something. But I'm gonna attempt to train these to grow up this trellis. And it'll take a few years, I'll fill it in. I've got that going. And then one of the first things I planted a month or so ago, in that bare spot kind of right there, there's a ginger root. Kind of thought it would have popped by now, but I'm not sure how that works, but I'm not giving up on it. And I got some asparagus, which is doing really well. I didn't mulch enough, so I got some weeds. But I'm gonna I'm gonna mulch a little more. Excuse my sniffles, I got some allergies going on here. And so here I have some straight 8 zucchinis, as well as cantaloupe, and oh look, the cardboard blew off this one. Cantaloupe and watermelon. Now, I put the cardboard down just so I don't have to put the mulch up so close to the plants, and that seems to work well. And then I'm going to mulch pretty heavily, just try to keep the weeds down. Over here, I didn't use cardboard because those were all underground. The asparagus, I planted them from the crowns. But I'm going to come back now and I'm going to re-mulch, pull some of those weeds, and hopefully in an effort to suppress the weeds. So I got that going on. There's the mulching operation. So that's it, just a little update, a little catch up. I sifted some compost. It's very time consuming. I'll show you that over here. I got some rough compost in the back, and I mixed this with the rough that was in the bed, so it's not completely sifted, but I'll show you that. There's a few sticks in there because I raked it all together, but it was really, really rich and beautiful. But it's very time consuming. I'm just sifting it with a little 1 foot by 2 foot sifting screen, but it's working well. It's just taking a lot of time. And so that's the day today. Things are coming alive. I'm going to continue to try to propagate more blackberries and elderberries. I've got 10 60-gallon pickle barrels. I'm going to do a rain catchment system. Had seamless gutters put on the shed. I've got between the ones in the house and that trailer and the tote in the back, I've got like 1,300 gallons. I know I did a video on that before, but I'm upping it by about 600 gallons. Exactly 600 gallons actually. 10 60-gallon barrels. And so that's it. That's all I'm doing. It's just ongoing. You know, it's overwhelming when I think of everything that has to be done. But I just get up and try to do a little bit every day and just keep moving forward. The lawn is in need of mowing. I was gonna mow it Monday, but we have company coming for the weekend, and I like it to look nice when they come. And this time of year, honestly, I would normally mow it twice a week. So I was going to do it Monday and then again on Friday. But with the uncertainty of the gas situation, now, still not 100% sure, but I believe there's a good chance we won't see interruptions here. It did go up 20 cents a gallon. I got cans last week before this happened, filled all my cans, and so yesterday I filled everything up, all the mowers, the leaf mulcher, everything I have, my motorcycle, the lawn tractor, the zero turn, filled everything to the top. I went back and re-topped off the tanks. And so I said, well, just because of the uncertainty, I'm not going to mow. I'm going to hold off and I'm going to wait till Friday. It's kind of killing me because it really does need to be mowed. But it'll be nice and tall, so I'm going to actually catch some of this grass, at least in the front here. And then I can move my compost making operation forward also. And I don't do that consistently all summer, especially once it gets really hot, the grass gets dry. And it's nice to put the clippings back on the lawn. So this time of year though, I can. But when I keep up with it, it's not really long enough to do that. I mean, I can, but then I'm wasting gas, and it's You don't get that much. They're just little clippings. But now that I've let it go, I think I am going to do that. So, mowing. I know it looks terrible. I don't know if it shows up in the video. It bothers me because I like it to be cleanly mowed. But again, I just went over the reasons why I'm holding off. I had to research and do some pruning. I got a couple apple trees, a couple plum trees in there. And last year, or the year before last, I got some little hard plums, but nothing ever really ripened. And that apple tree is old, and that gives me apples, but they're kind of tart. I don't really care for them, but I give them to my neighbor. His wife makes stuff out of them, bakes them, I think, and makes some kind of baked apples, something or other. I don't know. I've had some of it. It's pretty good. It's like almost like an apple sauce, but it's not sweet, but it's good. But yeah, I gotta look into that and try to prune these, because maybe, I know they do desperately need to be pruned. It's kind of on my docket to do them last year, but I wasn't here, so they ended up going a year, like everything did. But if I want them to produce, I believe I gotta do some research, figure out what's going on with it. These trees gotta come down. So much to do. But you know what? You gotta take time to enjoy the beauty that God has provided. And today, and really in the last month or two since we've been home, the weather has been absolutely gorgeous. Rained a few days here and there, but it's been cool at night. Hasn't been too hot yet. Of course, I know that's coming. But it really, really is gorgeous. And so, just gonna enjoy it. And gonna continue to kick the can down the road. Move forward. A little at a time. Thanks for watching. God bless you.